in All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Hello and welcome back to another video. We are on our way towards Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, coming out later this year. This is part 2 of a very short video series I'm doing, just looking back at the tracks of the previous Sonic Racing games, at least the ones made by Sumo Digital that involved racing in karts. This is part 2, like I said. Last time I looked at the tracks from Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Feel free to go watch that one if you haven't already, but it's not really required viewing for this one. But this is Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, the much improved sequel and one of my favourite racing games of all time. Packed full of Sega fan service, great tracks, great music, looks great. This is a wonderful game. Last time I was fairly critical on some of the tracks, but this time we're pretty much going to be praising the game throughout the whole thing. We're just going to go through all the Grand Prix, the standard ones, well, not the mirror ones, and the bonus track at the end as well. So let's get things started with the Dragon Cup. I'm going to be going for medium because I'm not very good at this game. And yeah, character selection, as you might be able to tell, I'm playing the PC version because frankly it runs the best and it's just convenient for me to capture. You can tell it's the PC version because we've got Team Fortress and Football Manager characters. But I'm going to be playing as Ages. I love the Sega fan service. I love that this character is basically a Dreamcast VMU. And I'm just going to go with the Balance class because I haven't got any much further stuff unlocked. I'm probably going to lead the bonus chances to start with. Maybe on some of the harder tracks I'll actually spin them, but we'll be starting off with Ocean View. Based once again on Seaside Hill, but it differentiates himself pretty nicely from the tracks in the previous game. Let's see if we can get a starting boost. Yes, there we go. So yeah, I'll probably show off both routes this track, although I do hear that I'm aware, I think one of the routes is meant to be faster, so... But first off, we're going to go this way. Going to go around the loop. This way is apparently slower, but I do like going through the loop. It's fun. It's just a neat visual set piece. I'm still in a second, right. There is a shortcut off the side of this first turn, but you have to be pretty confident in doing it. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay. I completely messed that up. Right, let's see if I can... Oh, no. Right, we're going to go to the left this time. This way is apparently quicker. Plus we have to avoid these rolling stones that we see in Seaside Hill, both in Sonic Heroes and Generations. Yeah, by the time All-Stars Racing Transformed came out, Sonic Generations was out, so we got inspiration from Generations in these tracks. But one of the best things about Racing Transformed is the way the tracks change between laps. Now, laps 1 and 2 were pretty much the same in this track, but lap 3 has us go underneath and ride on the water. Of course, the transforming is the other main mechanic. Ouch. Right, I'm just going to get rid of these snowballs to see if I can get a better item. Drone, I guess, that'll do. Ouch. Ouch. I'm not driving very well. Oh dear, I'm going to end up coming third, aren't I? Ah. Oh no. I'm already playing badly. Well, we'll not let that diminish the track. It's a pretty basic one. It gently introduces the idea of not only your car transforming, but your tracks transforming as well. Yeah, we don't get to use the plane mode in this track, but we get a preview of the boat mode. Up next is Samba Studios. We get to see more of the boat here. Despite running off SSD, this loading time is still noticeable.
Get ready. 3, 2,
Why am I all the way at the back?
1, go.
That's not fair. And another thing, this game, all the tracks have their own music, and they're all remixed as well, instead of being a selection of music from the game they're from. This means we don't have to worry about selecting the wrong music track for some of the Amiga tracks and getting copyright issues. Incidentally, I just realised, I don't know if their Dreamcast logo is still blue in the American-Japanese versions of this game. I think someone who's American or Japanese would probably have to correct me and, well, tell me if I'm, you know, if whatever's correct. But we can continue the tradition of these samba tracks, going through some quite interesting visuals as you go through the track. Now, I don't recall this track changing much between laps. I think this one might be the same throughout the 3 laps. I'm keeping this firework. Oop. I mean, there's potential I could get a better item, but whatever. Ah, stunt fail. I'm gonna keep this glove until something gets sent my way. Like that. I've evaded the swarm, purely by having a super glove. That's fine with me though. Oh, another super pickup. Ah, drifted too high, too sharp for it. Ah well. I'm not quite sure what this really golden yellow water is meant to be. It's a bit concerning. Oh, that drone went right past me. Yeah, I think this track is the same for all 3 laps. I should have held on to the... Oh, I evaded that as well. Nice. I have a feeling that's an intentional mechanic then. Right, let's get the super glove, whatever it's called again. I don't know if that blue one has a different name. I always like it when there's opportunities to do tricks between the transformations. Always fun to do a transform boost. I don't know if transform boosts get you any extra speed compared to just a regular, you know, boost, but it's just fun seeing it show up as a transform boost. Oops. Right, let's just put this on. So yeah, pretty fun track. I'd say it not transforming between laps is a little bit of a bummer, but there's nice opportunities for trick combos in that track. So oh, and then carrier zone. So we got our first taste of flying, and this track's awesome. It's based on Afterburner and has a fantastic remix of Afterburner's original music.
3, 2, 1, go!
You know, the music in this game is just fantastic. Lots of just great remixes. It does feel like they had a bit more budget with this game than with the original All Stars Racing, and I'm very glad for it. But yeah, the visuals of this track, like basically in the middle of a war zone. Ouch. With all these, you know, carriers and fighter jets flying around. And when you're playing as Aegis, you get to play as the fighter jet from Afterburner. So this makes it even more fitting. and you get an opportunity to get into your flight mode early as well. Flight mode, I think, in general is slightly faster than the other modes, so you always want to look for opportunities to transform. I should have sent that backwards. Oh well. Right, there is a shortcut you can take here, but I'm terrible at it, so I'm just gonna go the normal way and get overtaken. It's fine, I can take out Shadow. Now, this video is mostly about the tracks, but there's just so much about this game that's an improvement over the last one. One of them is the roster. The roster of the last game is pretty good. You have some nice sort of deep cuts and stuff in that one as well, but overall the variety in this game just wins it for me. Again, I don't think this one changes between laps either, but I think the excitement of the set dressing is enough to elevate it for me. Plus, I think I just, I have more of a familiarity with Afterburner than with Samba de Amigo, so they do whatever. The CPU really likes to take that shortcut, I've noticed, but I'm really bad at doing it, so yeah, we're just going to take the normal way around there. I don't know if there's many opportunities to risk boost, though, in this track, but at the same time, this is, if you're playing the Grand Prix at least, this is your introduction to flight. This might be your first flight track in, if you play in the career mode as well, maybe. Evaded Swarm and Drone. Nice. I do like that the steering, rudder is plugged into the Dreamcast accessory port in boat mode. I don't know whose decision it was to make a Dreamcast VMU that transforms into other Sega things a character, but I thank them for it. But true to its name, it did take me ages to unlock it. I only unlocked it earlier this year or sometime last year. I'm not very good at the higher difficulties in this game. I would say I think these tracks are overall a bit longer than the previous game. They're certainly longer than the average Mario Kart track. But up next we got Dragon Canyon. This upcoming track is from Panzer Dragoon, with, again, a great remix of the main theme of Panzer Dragoon.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
I say remix. But yeah, the intro is just the original theme, I think, but yeah, then we get a nice remix of the first stage theme. You can go away, beat. Yeah, you can see the dragon that you would ride in the game itself. Yeah. I think on this first lap we're mostly going to be on ground. There might be a bit of I think there might be a bit of water, I can't remember. Where I did practice runs for All Stars Racing, I haven't really done the same for this, just because I've played this more over the years than All Stars Racing. So I feel the need to practice less with this one. Let's put on a glove just in case. Okay, I think this track must... yeah, the first lap is just all on ground. One thing I love about this game is where the tracks transform in between different laps, it kind of almost it can sometimes, in some cases, tell a story through those lap transformations, which is nice. And with the way that the track will break apart or whatever. Yeah, like something's crashed there and forcing us into the water section here. It's just a really cool way of making the multiple laps. It's something I think this game does better than other kart races that do sort of try to do a whole like laps transform thing. Like Mario Kart Tour and 8 Deluxe's booster course pass with the city tracks and some other tracks. They'll make changes on other laps, but I don't know. I think it's never handled as gracefully as in this game. Someone went all-star, I don't know who. I didn't catch it. How did that miss me? I was right behind II there. There you go away. Now the dragon's taking flight though. It was kind of perched over there the first 2 laps. But whatever's been destroying the path before, destroyed it even more now, and we gotta fly through the rest of the track. Gives you more opportunities to wrist boost as well, which I'm terrible at. But basically, roll out of the way of something that you're about to run into, and you're gonna boost. You can chain these really well if you're good at the game, which I'm not. But we'll give it a try. Ouch. You can drift as well as a plane. Sometimes the drifting control gets the better of me, but in plane mode, but here we go. I'm getting lucky with these swarms coming at the end of these light sections. Yeah, that's a great track, and a really good one to finish the first cup on. It's different every lap, and the visuals behind it as well. Just great, the way the track breaks apart. And it would have felt a bit weird to not have flight in this, given that Panzer Dragoon is a rail shooter where you are flying, so... One thing this game does great is paying tribute to the games it takes the tracks from. Yeah, this award ceremony is very similar to in the previous game, except we're on a floating island in the sky for whatever reason. It's the fact that this character is literally a Dreamcast VMU. It's great. It's even got the little cap piece over the connector still. I have 4 of the things and none of them have their caps.
Select a cup.
On to the next cup though, the Rogue Cup.
Choose your typical B class.
I'm gonna stick with ages, stick with the same thing. So here we got a Monkey Ball track. Temple Trouble, I think it's called. We'll get a couple, try and get some of these. Cool, we'll start with the glove. This is a much better track, I think, than any of the Monkey Ball tracks in the original All Stars Racing. Start off in the water, which can be an opportunity for a trick jump if you're good. But yeah, this track, instead of being all about right angles, they actually like designed it like a racing track instead. The track doesn't change too much between laps. I think the formation of those statues changes, but I think that's about it for the most part. But it's got some fun split paths here. And a little Monkey Tiger reference as well. And this section is very fun to drift on, because you keep your drift in jumps in this game. So you can keep a nice long drift through that bit. I tricked off that. Alright, try not to fall in there. You can get pretty close to it though, usually, without falling in. Ah, stunt fail. Right, we'll show off the upper path this time. I tend to prefer going the lower path because it gets you the super pickup, but oh, and here it doesn't matter. So yeah, the arrangement of those changes, but overall the track stays pretty similar. Yeah, we'll show off the upper path here. See if we can avoid the swarm here. A little bit reminiscent of the desert track from the last game, but much kinder corners. Ah! Hit the wall there, that wasn't very good. I will stop anyone who tries to come this way. Trying to pull in the hole in the middle. Yeah, we'll go the bottom route again on this final lap. Okay, I didn't get enough air to do anything here. Okay, this bottom route here is usually favourable because you got your boost pads here. I think there might be items on the other one, if I remember right, but also the other one's obviously less risky, but in this game in particular, getting your boosts and getting your speed up is, I'd say, more important. Ah, I couldn't evade the swarm this time. No one's directly behind me, so there's no point using these snowballs. Just ice as the game calls it, I think. Oh, I drove a bit close to the hole there. Thankfully, it's not like a Dry Dry Desert in Mario Kart Double Dash. There we go.
Outstanding. First place. Results.
So yeah, I think that definitely beats out the Monkey Ball tracks from the last game. It's just a lot more designed. It's like designed for cars driving through it. Up next, we get Galactic Parade. This is another Sonic track based on Starlight Carnival from Sonic Colors. Which, prior to Colors Ultimate, I guess this is the only time we saw Starlight Carnival in HD.
Get ready.
This is mostly based on the sort of outdoors sections of Starlight Carnival with the sort of road that forms itself as you run along it. You know, the sections that were pretty much just automated in the original game. Let's go with Ralph. Oh, and get Sonic as well. Get someone, there we go. Hope that Sonic doesn't get me with those snowballs. Yeah, the visuals in the background in this track are pretty great as well. Starlight Carnival was already one of the most impressive visually levels in Sonic Colors, I'd say. But having it in HD is very pretty. And this game in general looks great. The original All Stars Racing looked pretty good as well, but this one just improves on pretty much every aspect. I gotta avoid these egg chasers like in the original. Again, the way they go to sort of reference and pay tribute to the original games through the track layouts and events in the track. It's just one of the greatest things about this game. The Sega fan service is just absolutely on point, top notch. It's like Smash Bros level sometimes with the fan service. It's just great. It's great stuff all around. No idea if going underneath here is quicker or not, but it's the route I'm used to taking. Oh dear. Swarm. Nope, couldn't quite evade it. But for Act 2 we get to fly among the asteroids. Hit Sonic twice. Ouch. Can I get Sonic again? Yes. Unfortunately, I'm not really good at risk boosting here apparently, so... Ow, rude. Ah. Revenge. Yeah, there we go. Getting your controls reversed in this game is a bit less disorienting here. Oh, and the way this ship crashes into the road as well to make for a different final lap. It's a great visual. Right. I probably could drift around this, but it's too late now. I'll keep this blowfish in case I need it to either retaliate or defend myself. Again, I probably could have drifted some of that, but oh well. Oh, it put that right in my path. That's not fair. Right, gonna need a more offensive item here. Ah, aimed very badly though. I love rubber banding. It felt like that I got rubber banded there a bit. Oh well. I like the way it transforms between laps, although there are quite long stretches of this purple road, so it can feel a little bit long. Oh, I leveled up. Super boost mod. Hard to see what that's like on the next GP. Up next we've got Seasonal Shrines. I believe this is a Shinobi track. I don't know if it's referencing a particular Shinobi game. I've only played a little bit of Revenge of Shinobi and a little bit of Shinobi 3. I'd like to try the PS2 game at some point. And the upcoming Art of Vengeance later this year looks great as well. It will be a shame just to see, like, there'll be... Oh, I hit my own no blowfish. There's obviously not going to be nearly as much Sega stuff in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. It's going to mostly be Sonic, but... I think there's been some amount of, like, saying that there's going to be maybe a little bit of Sega crossover stuff in Racing CrossWorlds, and that's going to be part of the whole CrossWorlds aspect. Let's take this route and get my items not stolen. Okay. Am I alright? I don't know. Ow. Going badly. I don't normally take that route. Let's get beat with this drone, hopefully. Nearly fell off the track there. There's a shortcut that way, but I'm bad at taking it, so we'll take the long route here. Right, let's see if I can make up. Oh, my position. Evidently not, given that I missed all the items there.
Double flip. Long shot. Long shot. Low pitch.
Right, actually hit someone. Oh. The swarm is kind of like this game's equivalent to a blue shell, in that it targets the person in front, but it also will affect players behind. And it can be pretty tricky to dodge. I need to make up my position here. I didn't get close enough to anyone to blow up the hot rod next to anyone. Like the last video, I'm going to be aiming for the podium, but if I don't make it, then oh well. Let's mess up the CPU with a swarm. Thankfully, your own swarm doesn't hit you. I do all that work to take Sonic out of proceedings, and then Knuckles overtakes.
Ice. Ice has gone all-star.
Go away, Knuckles. Just I got a double flip in there. Nice. Again, this video is about the tracks, but the trick system is much improved as well from Racing Transformed. We use the the right stick even to trick in midair in different directions. It's a much welcomed improvement. Right, I'm gonna stick to the main path just so I don't mess up. And there we go, that is Seasonal Shrines, or whatever it's called. I forget already. Yeah, another fun track. I get slight shame it doesn't transform between laps, but it's still a very fun track to drive on. And then we got Rogue's Landing. This is an absolutely wonderful track. Based on Skies of Arcadia, which is a game I've never played, but I would like to one day. It's annoyingly expensive though, regardless of whether you get Dreamcast or GameCube version. This is probably one of the best tracks in the game, maybe? I don't know. I mean, it has a wonderful development story behind it in that it was shown to one of the creators, I think it was one of the creators, certainly someone involved pretty heavily in Skies of Arcadia. It was shown to her and she like cried at how good it is. Ah! Like, that's how good the track was. It got such a good emotional response from the creator of the game it's based on. Ah! Great driving? No, no. I would know more about these locales if I played Skies of Arcadia, but I don't know, so... But I can tell you though, it is a wonderfully designed track. That bloom is a bit over the top. I think that's just the PC version. I'm not sure. I have a feeling going in the water might be the slower route here. I'm not sure though. It's very hard to see. I don't know whether it's a resolution or frame rate thing. Probably not frame rate because it runs at 60. I run it at 60 on other platforms and it's fine, so... Can you not? I'm being absolutely rubber banded here. Ouch. Should have seen that coming.
Sky Tiger.
I don't know why sometimes it calls the swarm Sky Tiger.
Patrick has gone all-star. Triple swarm.
Ah! Okay, this way's risky. They started blowing up the course. So we take a slightly different route from the sky. And the visuals here, like the visuals here, it's a real spectacle. Oh, this bloom though, this lens flare, not good. Again, I think that's just due to some issues playing. It might be a resolution issue, perhaps. This feels slower than going on the water. Maybe the water is the faster route. Oh there. But with all the fighting, there's not much road left to drive on, so this final lap is all in the air. See if I can gain some ground on my opponents this lap. This tunnel that we went through the last 2 laps, now even this is broken apart. I can't see! Oh, I'm not going to place very well here. I'll have to take 3rd. Oh, I did drive pretty badly on that first lap, so oh well.
Nice work. 3rd place.
We're gonna get a podium finish this game. Oh, I still came 1st overall. That's fine. Alright, we'll probably be skipping the podiums this from now on, just because they're the same. Onwards to the Emerald Cup.
Choose your B class.
Alright, let's see what Ages' super, like, its boost mod is. Let's see. Takes the handling right down, so I'm going to stick with balanced, I think. But first we got, is it called Spring Valley? That's the name of the original level in Nights, but this is based on Nights into Dreams.
Get ready.
We actually get a rolling start here.
2, 1, go.
Now, much like in Nights itself, you want to fly through these rings. You get speed boosts from it.
Super glove.
I think this track is mostly, if not all, flight. There might be a bit of water, like a bit of boat as well. Oh, I missed a ring. No. I'm not doing very well. Yeah, going through all these different really colourful sections in between the Spring Valley sections. But again, it's a visual treat. And I believe it's different ones on each lap as well. Ouch.
Super pickup.
I got a hot run and I got overridden by the super glove. No. Okay, we get some boat as well. Go this way. And get into flight early and get a super pickup. Wait, what hit me? Alright, managed to make it up to first. And our route through the valley is different to last time. Oh. Go away, Team Fortress.
Wrist boost.
It's based on one of the boss arenas, I believe. It's been a little while since I played Knights. I should give it another go at some point. No, don't get a wrist boost for that. Or that. Rude.
Wrist boost.
I got a wrist boost from that.
Triple flip.
Triple flip. Right, get into flight early.
All-star.
I got an all-star in second place, that's fine. Getting the extra jets behind me was pretty fun. Missing the rings, no.
Goldfish. Team Fortress has got all-star.
Oh, Team Fortress, they're like right behind me, aren't they? Only I should be allowed an all-star in second place. Rude. And on the third lap, this section is... I think this is the final boss of Knights? I can't fully remember. Like I say, it's been a while since I played Knights, so... I was about to say shame there's no section based on like Rayala, but they're a playable character, so that's probably why.
Twister. Blowfish.
Right. Last chance to try and get first.
Double flip. Double roll.
Roll.
Stop fail.
Stunt fail, super pickup.
Wrist boost.
Come on, don't rubber band me now. Just let me have first. There we go.
Outstanding. First place.
Yeah, the different transformations of the track. Pretty fun this one.
Results.
Referencing different like boss areas and areas of Knights. I also like that it does take you through different areas of the valley as well. It doesn't just change the middle bit. It'll take you through different routes in the valley before going to the different middle bits. Alright, up next is Chili Castle. This is our Billy Hatcher stage. You might have noticed a jump cut. We're in the Chili Castle, whatever it's called, Billy Hatcher stage. The game crashed when I was just getting into this race on the first recording session, so oops. Gotta love PC gaming, eh? It's great when it works well, but sometimes crashes do happen. Oh, I should have learned my lesson from last time. Ow! Ah. There's a lot of very sharp corners in this one that I'm not very good at taking. Oh, come on. I see how you like it. hit by a different drone. Those twisters are annoying. Alright, let's use my all-star. Age's all-star is pretty fun. I say as today is the first time I've ever used it. Yeah, let's go the normal route this time rather than following everyone into the shortcut route because I can't take the shortcut very well apparently. Grip level 3, yeah! It's always worth trying to build up those level 3 drifts because they get you a lot of speed. I presume especially so if your character's stats are more in boost than anything else. Oh, they had a glove. Great. Ow! Rude. Don't know if that's an alternate route up to the left there, but I'm not going to try and find out when I'm already not doing well. Probably going to get hit by my own firework. Rude. Oh. Managed to evade that, but not the swarm. Oh, I got lucky there. I think this is another one that doesn't change between laps. They're with the less interesting tracks. Alright, I'm not going to squander my lead, I'm not going to attempt to take what might be or may not be a shortcut. Just in case it isn't, or if I mess it up really badly. I think it is. Just knowing me, I'd end up messing it up really badly. Alright. I managed to somehow win that one. Yeah, that one's not one of my favourites on this game. It's still good. I'd still rank it above, tracks on the original game, but this mouse cursor. On to, I didn't read the name of it. The Jet Set Radio track. There we go. Start with a blowfish in the next event. Why not?
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
I think we get... Do we get the return of traffic in this one? I can't remember. But we do get the return of driving along like rooftops and construction sitey bits. Ouch. Rude. I think when I was playing the last game, I think I was mixing one of its tracks up with this one. In terms of going through like the rooftops and stuff. Ah. It's always good to do the sideways tricks if you haven't got much space to do one. They usually are slightly quicker than the forwards and back tricks. Oop. Yeah, I've got some traffic. I think we might be taking a different route here. Potentially. I think it's roads that... Oh no, that was still that one. Never mind. Oh dear. Oh no. Well, at least Mimi in front of me also hit Swarm. Let's see if I can drive up this way a bit more cleanly this time. Ah, sun fail. Oh no. Hey, I managed to recover that in a sense, so. There we go. Ow. Rude. Oh, Mimi's ahead of me again. Oi! Try and get a level 3 boost here. There we go. Another swarm in the same place. Rude. Miss all the items. Oh! Well, I guess we can't keep driving through construction stuff all the time, so. Yeah, we gotta fly through this last bit here. Ah. Okay, apparently I'm really bad at flying. Ah, my glove ran out before I hit that. Well, we'll have to take fourth. I drove into a lot of stuff there. Oh well.
Results.
Yeah, driving through the construction stuff in the rooftops is pretty fun though. Knocking the mic is less fun. Up next we got Sanctuary Falls, another Sonic track. I think it might be the last Sonic track. As I said earlier, Sonic Generations was pretty recent when this game came out, so I'm gonna waste all my coins. So yeah, this Sky Sanctuary is very much based on Sonic Generations, as, well, pretty much every interpretation of Sky Sanctuary after Generations was. But since it's based on Generations, it is very pretty. Come on. And once again, I'm not very good at drifting around these corners, but that's purely a skill issue and not not the controls being bad. Let's see if we can get through here. Yeah, I hit some people with that at least. As well as remixing Sky Sanctuary's music from Generations, we also get Back in Time from Sonic R mixed in here, which is lovely to hear. Back in Time is one of my favourite pieces of music from Sonic R, so hearing it in this track is a real treat. Oh, come on, I was right behind Knights when I sent that drone out. Level 3. Come on. Can you get past? No, apparently not. Yeah, these card runways are right from Generations though. Lap 3, we're back in the sky again. The Death Egg Rising has caused the Sanctuary to start crumbling, just like in Sonic 3. And in Sonic Generations, I suppose, as well. But, you know, it's taken from Sonic 3. When it happens in Generations. I missed the boost pad.
Ice! Long shot! Long shot! Loaf it!
Here we go. Managed to get into first again. I'm not going to bother with that tube this time, I'll end up crashing, I reckon, if I do. Come on. Let me stay in first, please. Do it at the last second, there we go. Probably the Sonic track I'm least good at, just because I'm very good at crashing into stuff in the flight sections usually. And I'm not very good at risk boosting. But still a fun track. And again, it's taken from one of my favourite games of all time, so I guess 2, given it's Sonic 3 and Generations. So my original plan was to stop recording after this cup and do a second recording, but my hand was forced. We're still going to stop after this, make a second recording. I'm just going to have to stitch 3 parts together instead of 2 and figure out where to jump cut, so yeah. Although this jump cut will be much easier to figure out, so for you it'll be like 2 seconds, but for me I'm going to take a little break and then we'll be back with the arcade cup and the classic cup. Welcome back from the jump cut, or whatever transition I decide to do. Before we carry on with the rest of the Grand Prix, we're actually going to take a look at the one DLC track this game had, Outrun Bay. I believe it was a pre-order bonus, or maybe you could buy it as separate DLC on the console versions. On PC though, it comes built in.
Outrun Bay. Choose your
In case you couldn't tell from the name Outrun Bay, this course is based on Outrun.
Balance.
Very specifically, it feels like it's based on Outrun 2. Which makes sense, given Sumo Digital made the console conversion of that Outrun 2006. This feels straight out of Outrun 2, visually, well, upgraded I suppose, because HD, but aesthetically it looks straight out of Outrun 2. And we get a remix of Splash Wave from Outrun. Outrun obviously is one of those all-timers, and the stage represents it pretty nicely. But again, more based on Outrun 2 than the original arcade Outrun, I would say, but well, you can go along the beach here, rather than necessarily going along the road. But yeah, coming around the beach here like this though, that is straight out of Outrun 2. But we get to go on the water as well. I think this is another one of those tracks that doesn't really change between laps, but it is a bonus track. It's not part of any Grand Prix, so Grand Prix, whatever. My accent's showing. Oh no. Well, at least I got those boosts. Don't drift too early. Oh, managed to evade that drone, even though I sent a drone behind me to like try and counter it, but oh well. I didn't hear who went all-star, but evidently it didn't matter. Ah.
Are you alright?
No, I probably could have avoided that by shooting a firework at it, but oh well. This car's turning is a little bit not quite correct for these turns. Ah! I had a level 3 drift. I ruined it by crashing. Ah, missed that run. It's fine, we can take others. I was trying not to mess this one up this time. There we go. That's how we take tricks over the water. Dodge that bus. Ah. Not very good at avoiding those swarms. I think we're gonna take the beach again. It's a bit of a wider track, so if something comes along that I need to dodge, I'll be more easily able to, I reckon. Ow.
You go easy on the car.
Get this turn. You know, we'll take this ramp this time, why not? Oh wait, no. Missed the super pickup. Oh well. And we'll take this ramp. And nearly mess it up. And as long as I get these boost pads, we should be good. Unless an item comes along and ruins my day. No, we're good. So that's Outrun Bay. That's pretty much a bonus track more than anything. Not part of any Grand Prix, but it's still a fun one to race on. Can't remember. I don't think it shows up in the World Tour like career mode. I can't remember. But I thought I'd get that one out of the way before we head back into the proper cups. Just move that closer to me. Someone's being very noisy outside.
Choose your track. Select a career mode.
Depending, I might have been able to cut some of that out. Right, so we have just got 2 more cups to go, the Arcade Cup and the Classic Cup. Actually, we're going to do the Classic Cup first, because the Arcade Cup has pretty much the final track.
Choose your difficulty.
So this cup is basically made up of 4 courses from the previous game. A bit like the retro cups in Mario Kart, but there's only one of them. First up, we get Sunshine Tour, which was my favourite of the, probably my favourite of the Samba de Amigo tracks in the original game, so good that this one's back. They did have to go with using a track from the game, though they didn't go for the any of the licensed music. I will say it's a shame that the road there isn't transparent like the original, because you can't see the massive character heads as much. But drifting around these corners is still pretty fun.
Firework.
Ah. Well, at least the drone didn't hit me. Yeah, I think visually this track... Oh, why did I shoot that backwards? It's a slight downgrade from the original in these sections, just with the opaque floors. But it's still fun to drive around. Obviously none of these tracks got like big makeovers. There's no extra sections where you transform or anything, but they're pretty much as is, design-wise. Go away from me with that. Ah. I was kind of caught between him and the wall there. There wasn't much I could do about it. Yeah, it's a level 3 drift, please. Thank you.
Guard that rear bumper.
Boost.
I probably could have timed that boost better.
Are you okay?
So yeah, I will say these tracks probably feel the weakest of the ones to just play in general, just because they are more basic than anything that was made for this game. No transforming, no changes between maps. But they do their job of fleshing out the roster of stages and giving us more stages to race on. Out of the way, Shadow. Oh, got him. Ah. Well, thanks for bumping me, Shadow. No. I don't think I'm gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna get it first. Maybe second if I can overtake Shadow right at the end. Oh, not quite. Third. Oh well. We take what we can get. Right, up next, Shibuya Downtown. We'll take the upper route to start with this time. See if I can get into first and break through the billboard, which I didn't do last time.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
And we get to hear a different track here than what I played last time, so we get a little bit of variety here. I say I'll try and break through the billboard, but that does rely on me getting to it first, which I don't think I will at this rate. We'll to see other characters break through it instead. You can get lots of flips there. So this is still the same, pretty fun but also kind of simple track from before. Our jump opportunities are still here and still pretty fun. Nope, couldn't get Shadow with that. Ah! Ruined my level 3 boost. See if I can get him with this last one. No. That's fine, we're going to go up here and get ourselves a nice jump boost. Jump boost? I don't know what to call it. A boost from doing tricks. I was that close to him and I still missed.
You can take it.
One nice thing about this game, if the corner is slightly too sharp, you can quickly drift the other way and back again to keep your drift going. Right, let's try not to ruin my level 3 drift this time. There we go. Okay. I got my all-star in like first/second place. This feels like cheating. I think we're going to use it on the jumpy section. Well, I don't need to shoot anyone down, so... Oops. This feels like cheating. Well, we won that one pretty handily.
Way to maneuver the car.
Redeem myself from Sunshine Tour.
Congratulations! First place! Results!
I think there's a three-way tie at the top here. Alright, next we got Roulette Road. Another returning Sonic track. I say another. We've only had... This will be our first returning one, I suppose.
Get ready!
3.
2, 1, go!
Go away, real-life driver Danica Patrick. It's still confusing that she's in this game. I mean, I don't know anything about her other than that she's in this game. Ow.
You're off the train.
Now, I gave this one a little bit of, had a little bit of complaining to do about this track in the original, with the turning with the corners. The more involved sort of drifting mechanics in this game, though, I think make it a little bit nicer. But the poker chips are harder to dodge here, potentially, if the CPU hadn't already driven into all of them. I like how they're piled up as well. I'm gonna defend myself, I think.
Hot rod!
There we go. Nearly didn't hit that. So yeah, this is pretty much the same as it was again.
Fireworks!
Ah, I missed. Items tend to react to the sort of upside down track better as well. I managed to keep the transparency for these roads though. Unlike the Sunshine Tours. Uh-oh. Ah,
Help the tires.
he's way ahead of me. I think that's my blowfish from last time. Alright, will I be able to get him with this drone? Yes. Alright, level 3 drift. Let's go. Putting a token on the off-road section feels a bit mean. I'm gonna keep this firework for if someone overtakes me, or whatever. I reckon. Music-wise, we are once again listening to Casino Park from Sonic Heroes. It's what I let play in the last video, and it's what plays in this one, in this version of the track. Oh, I ruined my level 3 drift.
Evaded swarm.
I evaded the swarm, BD Joe did not. Fine with me. I got level 3, yeah, level 3. Ow! No! No, 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 ah! Because I was drifting, I couldn't defend myself. Ah, that's annoying. And our last track is Egg Hangar. This was the DLC track in the original All Stars Racing, which I couldn't show off last time. But it wasn't a problem because, well, it's here.
3, 2, 1, go!
And this is using Cosmic Fall from Shadow the Hedgehog. A piece of music I quite like, although, given how slow that track is, not sure how fitting it is. A lot of that stage is slowly waiting for you to traverse. Sort of slowly waiting for platforms to fall, even. So yeah, this is actually based in the Death Egg, though. So it was like the one Sonic track that wasn't based on Sonic Heroes locale in the original game, and it was relegated to DLC. Yeah, I think we're gonna fall off here, follow the CPU, why not? Oh, and that's off-road. We're gonna stay up here. I don't know if going down there is quicker or not. I've not played this track enough really to tell. I can do a super pickup here though, so...
Super pickup.
Aye there, didn't really slow him down much.
Blowfish. Awesome.
The blowfish. Yeah, this level visually is quite nice. I don't know what version of the Death Egg you're actually basing it off of. It doesn't really look like the Sonic 2 or Generations version. But it also doesn't really look like the Sonic 3 version. It kind of looks like they made their own version of the Death Egg purely for this stage. Well, I suppose Generations wasn't out yet, was it, when All Stars Racing came out, so they wouldn't have been able to base it on Generations. Ah! Hold on, I want to catch up to Tails. Alright, I think I'm going to stay up here. Last time I tried going downwards I fell off, so... I'm going to stick with the upper route. It's probably slower, but... Get the super pickup at least.
Shadow has gone all-star.
I say that, I did nearly overtake them by going this route, so... maybe it wasn't all bad. I'm going to hold on to my rockets as my fireworks as a defensive measure, I think. So I think I'll focus on hitting the boosters rather than going for the item boxes whenever it splits between them.
Sonic has gone all-star.
Level 3 drift around this corner. not drift around that in case I fall off. Yeah, I think I'll stick to going this way. That lower route does have some jumps along it, but I feel safer this way. I feel less likely to accidentally fall off. Oh, come on. I used a firework. And the level 3 drift, and here we go. It's a shame this track isn't available in the original game without having to buy it as DLC, which I don't even know if that's listed anymore. Like, it's a shame they didn't bring it into the PC version or whatever, but the PC version is very bare bones. But yeah, that's the Classic Cup. I'd say they're probably the weakest tracks in the game, just owing to not being made for this game. But we have one more cup, the Arcade Cup. Although not all tracks in this are from arcade games. Most of them are, I suppose. Or at least 2 of them are. Can't remember what the other track is. So here we've got another track from Curian Mansion / House of the Dead. Yeah, messed up my start boost. This is Graveyard Gig. Again, hits some similar notes to one of the tracks from the previous game where we like go in the house and there's like, in the mansion, and there's like underground sections and flying out through the windows. But I'd say overall it's a more interestingly designed track with some fun background details like that bouncy castle, which I just noticed. It does have some pretty nasty 90-degree turns though, which I'm not always going to get into grips with. Yeah, like driving on the roof around here, this is very much taken from one of the tracks in the last game. But for the sewer section, instead of just driving over some shallow sewer water, we actually get to boat on it. It's that kind of lovely shade of green that only fictional sewer water is. Let's try not to get zapped. I think I'll stick with level 2 drift there, so I can actually make it around the corners. Let's see if we can mess Shadow up. Nope, he managed to evade it. Lovely. Oi! Ah! Getting hit did not help there at all. That's a nasty corner, that one, right after a jump. Let's get an item. See if I can hit Shadow with this rocket. Probably not, or firework even. Cool, get a really good jump there. I think does this take us to a different section of the sewer? Maybe. Maybe not. No, I don't recall taking those turns, but I think I was just remembering wrong. I know who got an all-star there, but we'll ignore that. Nope, couldn't hit anyone. Oh, I hit someone. Right, for our final lap, we actually go underneath here. I'm a little boy there, rolling barrels like it's Rooftop Run or something. And we get through a sweet rave party. Ah, I noticed that ramp way too late. We'll go through this way instead. Ah. Going off the side there probably was a shortcut, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm still in first, so there we go. Yeah, first two laps pretty much the same, but then we get taken through an entirely separate route on the third go round. Yeah, it takes notes from one of the tracks in the last game, but expands on it, improves it. A nice showing. But yeah, so yeah, 3 of the 4 tracks in this cup are from arcade games. Because this next track is from Golden Axe.
Get ready.
That massive skeleton basically being the level select guy, if I recall the level select menu. And we vote on Molten Lava, a big lava river. And a dangerous but exciting cave run. You can risk boost off all of these. It's pretty exhilarating to get the combo going in here. I'm not always really good at it though.
Wrist boost. Wrist boost.
See if I can hit anyone with that, probably not. No. And again, a really nice remix of the I think it's the first level theme from Golden Axe, I don't know. I've not played much Golden Axe, if I'm playing a beat 'em up, a Sega beat 'em up, it's going to be Streets of Rage rather than Golden Axe. But this is a really great track, I love this one. I always forget it comes so late in the Grand Prix as well. It shows up a lot in the World Tour mode. Did not appreciate getting frozen there though. Yeah, jumping into these snake heads is a fun set piece. And you got a nice risky shortcut as well. Gets you to the boat section early, I believe. Or an earlier opening to the boat section. Ah! I did that badly. And nearly got hit by my own firework. Oh, getting that jump definitely helped. Ow! I don't recall if this track changes between laps, but it's already a fun track, so they don't really need to do much with it. It looks great, the lava is really striking. This flight section's great. Yeah, this is probably one of my favourite tracks. I'm not always very good at it, but it's a very fun one. Has all 3 modes. Fun transitions between them. Oh yeah, there's a bit of change between the laps. Ow. Okay, yeah, we need this. There we go. I'm still in second. I think this route might be slower, maybe. It looks like it goes out further around. I think that route is slower. Oh, I nearly went off-road there.
Boost.
Is this route also slower? I would hope not, it's a riskier one. It's a riskier route, so it'd be weird if it was slower. I get around this big corner. You don't get a transformation boost from going from ground to flight, but I still like to trick anyway. I just like styling. It's basically what the risk boosts are.
Wrist boost.
Alright. Yep, and the road has been broken by all the rocks coming from the volcano, which is erupting in full force now. I think it already started erupting by the second lap.
Transport boost.
Right, I'm gonna go this way this time. See if I do any better.
Sky Tiger.
Triple swarm hit. Well, let's try going up this way this time as well. Ouch. I was doing well. Had to mess up there.
Firework. Double click.
Come on, can I get an overtake right at the end? Oh, I might be able to. Yeah.
Finish.
With a nice boost and an overtake right at the end.
Results.
So that was Ada's Lair. On to Burning Depths, the one track in this cup that's not from an arcade game. This is based on Burning Ranges from the Sega Saturn. Which, as I don't own a Saturn, I've never played.
Get ready. 3,
Now, this one's got some pretty tricky turns as well.
1, go.
Okay, be careful.
But it's pretty memorable because of that. I don't think there's any flight in this track, but we get to use the boat later on. I unfortunately can't comment on sort of referencing Burning Ranges, seeing as I've never played it. Maybe one day I'll, well, either get a Saturn or fire it up in an emulator. I think firing up in an emulator is probably more likely. I mean, you know, considering how expensive Saturn stuff can be.
Twister.
Lots of tight corners in this one. Very easy to smack into the sides. Joey Sasashi is very far ahead.
Transport boost.
Alright, lap 2 we go underneath where we were before, I believe.
Firework.
I think something's tearing this boat apart. A lot of explosions. I think we're out. Are we in a boat? I don't know. Somewhere with water. Like some sort of boat or water-based base or something. I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the property to know.
Shadow's gone all-star. Firework.
Oh, what? Oh, that is a jump. It just rammed me into it. That's not fair. just ran me into it instead of let me jump off it. Why can't I get my all-star? I'm right near the end of the, right near the back of the thing. Oh, Tails was behind me. Never mind. But still. Oh. I'm not doing very well here. This is probably one of the harder tracks, at least the track I'm the worst at. So. Like I say, tricky turns. And some of these parts are quite narrow. I missed the items again. The items aren't the be-all and all of placing well in this game. It's, you know, unlike Mario Kart, but they still can make a difference. Ah, I missed them again. No. 6th is bad enough, I don't want to come 7th. Oh, I didn't do too well that time. Well, I'm still in 1st. I've got to pull it back on the last track. Now, this last track isn't technically from a specific game. This is Race of Ages. A great final track. One of my criticisms of All Stars Racing was that they didn't really have a track that felt like a final track. Ooh, stun boosts last longer. This track, however, Race of Ages, definitely feels like a final track. It's a big old Sega send-up, lots of holograms of Sega stuff in the background, and a really fantastic music track.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, this track remixes the main theme of Space Harrier, one of my favourite pieces of music, just in general. I love Space Harrier's theme. Yeah, one of my favourite pieces, yeah, not just of video game music, but music in general. Ah, I missed the super pickup. And this is a great track as well. Appropriately challenging for how late it is in the game. Truly feels like a proper final track. With all the Sega stuff in the background. It's a great finale for such a Sega fan service sort of heavy game. Another bonus of this track is the CPU is not particularly good at driving it. So with this section, you can choose, whoever's in first gets to choose whether we go to the boat or the plane section. I generally prefer the plane section, partly because the CPU sucks at it, but for the sake of showing it off, we're going to go to the boat section first. Yeah, I love all the Sega, like the models of Sega stuff in the background. Characters, arcade machines, hardware. It's great. There was an outrun cabinet just up there. We went past the Bonanza Brothers. There's a Game Gear near the start of the track. Pretty sure I saw a Space Harrier cabinet. Right, onto lap 2. The laps do change as well every time. Yep, there's the Game Gear. Yeah, the layouts here get harder each lap. Not a ton of rails around either. Ouch. Yeah. Lots of opportunities to fall off, just like Rainbow Road. There's a Master System. There's the Hang On arcade cabinet. There's a Sonic, obviously. I think that's an R360, like a G-Lock Air Battle. I'd love to try one of those one day. But no, this is a great final track. I love this one so much. But yeah, I love going to the plane section. Not only is it just exhilarating, you're flying down, avoiding all the stuff here. Because you are going downwards, as far as I'm aware. Also, the CPU is terrible at flying this section, so kind of makes it a nice, free, easy section. I'm not very good at risk boosting it though. Yeah, there's a Dreamcast and a Saturn though. A Master System, a Mega Drive. And we also got Squilla, the first boss of Space Harrier, showing up there. The green dragon thing. So yeah, you get to see all three modes transport, and you get to choose which ones, as long as you're in first place anyway.
Transport boost.
Guard that rear bumper.
And it's just an appropriately challenging track. And on that missile there was Sega Sanshiro, the marketing mascot for the Saturn in Japan. Just the developers put a lot of love and care into this game. Like, while the first game was good, it was a good crossover, a good collection of stuff there, with some fun, with some good tracks, like solidly designed for the most part. This game is just a textbook example on how to make a sequel, just better in every way. You know, you got a mostly better roster, characters, better tracks, more variety in the tracks, more interesting mechanics. This game's got it all. This is a really high point in sort of just in Sega game, sort of the lineage of Sega games. It's one of my favourite racing games of all time. I've pretty much been positive this whole video, so that certainly says something compared to my last video, where I was pretty critical on some of those tracks. Again, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing is a solid game, but it does get a bit repetitive as the further you go in, and some of its tracks just don't gel with me. But I pretty much love every single track in this game. It's also got great modes. The world tour, like career mode, as a sort of single player campaign, is pretty great, and you can play it in co-op as well. I think the game might still have some amount of active online players on the PC as well. I've never tried, but because I know I'd probably just get get destroyed online. But yeah, it's nice to see. Oops, that better not cost me the race. But I think I'm good. The CPU sucks at that flying section. But yeah, fantastic final track to finish up a fantastic game. And I managed to redeem myself by coming first. Well, enjoy the positivity while it lasts. While this is an amazing game, one that's stood the test of time, and is just still really fun to go back to after all these years, the next game, Team Sonic Racing, is less so. Team Sonic Racing gets a lot of quite deserved flack. I don't hate the game, but I also haven't been back to it in ages. It underwhelms in some pretty important ways compared to this game, in ways that I hope that Team Sonic Racing CrossWorlds will improve on. It looks like it already will improve in many ways, but I guess we'll have to wait and see when the game comes out. But that will do it for this video. So thanks for watching if you've managed to stick it all the way through all the jump cuts and whatnot. So yeah, next time we'll be looking at Team Sonic Racing. It's going to be slightly awkward to figure that one out, because if I remember correctly, its last set of tracks aren't in any Grand Prix, so we'll have to figure that one out as we go along. And that's also going to be on the Switch version rather than on the PC like it has been for these last two games, so we'll have to deal with Switch load times as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, this has been Ben, Pigeon to Vote for You, whatever. I'm bad at signing off videos and whatnot. I haven't yet plugged my streams, they're in the link in the description. I stream more than videos, so go check that out. Take you to my Twitch page or whatever. I'm bad at signing off videos as before, so we're just going to leave it here.